What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, tag action. This duel is all about them baits, man. I hate to say this, but this is how to become a master baiter in Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I say master baiter, obviously I'm talking about how to bait your opponent out because, man, this duel was really just all about making super strong fields and then baiting your opponent into negating something so that you could just wreck them. So let's go ahead and play this. I believe this is us at the bottom. It's me and Pegasus. So he's playing heroes. I'm playing ABCs. See, you know, we play some good decks on stream. So let's see. We got resonators at the top. Do you call this deck resonators or do you call it red dragon? I usually just call it like red dragon. He summons the red resonator and then he summons what's this card? Reason Bell, the star adjuster. I know this card can it can make a monster like 3 stars higher. So I think that's what he's going to do. So he goes for Red Dragon Archfiend, and then he goes for Hot Red Dragon Abyss. This card's pretty good. And he has the Maxi in his hand. Honestly, you can look at my hand, and if he didn't have Maxi, I was going to completely blow him up. I was going to summon ABC Dragon, plus I was going to summon probably Cyber Dragon Infinity in this turn. But based off the Maxi, I was like, I'm not going to do that. And then this guy is playing, he's playing like Infernity, Brilliant Inferno. I don't know what this is, but he's also running some red resonators too, and he does a whole bunch of stuff. He goes into Charge Warrior, then he goes Plague Spreader. You guys know that Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is coming out. And if you look at this field, I was pretty certain that we were going to lose. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like ABC Dragon can be pretty good, but I just didn't really know how we were going to get over this because you have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which has a negate built into it, and then you have monster effects negates, and then you have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and this card is just ridiculously powerful. It can negate basically anything on the field, and it can do that during either player's turn as well, and then when it does battle damage, you can summon a tuner. So they have a really strong field. Activated C's effect, he negated it. I don't think he should have did that. So I end up searching from B. They don't attack my silver gadget because I think that would, that would give me another card basically. We go into Utopia the Lightning. This is my tag partners, and they mess up so hard. He ends up negating the Utopia the Lightning because obviously in battle phase in damage calculation or whatever, it would be able to run over Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and Crystal Wing can't do anything about it. So they negate this, and then Pegasus throws down that Raigeki, and it's like, oh baby, what is that? It's like a Penta-Kill in League of Legends. Now they obviously get the Trick Clown back, but it dies anyways, and they give us 1,000 life points. So yeah, they lose everything on that. So this guy is not done synchroing yet. He summons a red dragon or a Scarlight, and he blows up the the Utopia. I'm fine with that because now I'm pretty much able to do what I want to do. But the dude has another Maxi in his hand. I'm like, oh my god, what do you just play like Maxi.dex? At this point, I'm like, YOLO, I'm just gonna go for it because I don't want to wait 3 more turns for it to come back to me. And plus, even if we give one guy a bunch of cards, as long as the other guy doesn't have a lot of cards, we can take him out the duel. So I end up going into ABC Dragon and Cyber Dragon Infinity in the same turn. I obviously absorb the Scarlight. Now this guy is kind of left with a bunch of Infernity monsters. I thought maybe he was going to activate the Beetle's effect. I think I would have just negated it. I was kind of like I was contemplating if I wanted to banish the Beetle. Or did I just want to go ahead and negate? And I was actually thinking, I was leaning more towards banishing the Beetle with ABC Dragon's effect, but he just ended up ending turn, and I was like, well, that was anticlimactic. I thought he was going to summon 3 more and then maybe activate like a Soul Charge or something like that, but he never did it, so we're obviously just going to absorb that. Come here, Mr. Beetle. So we absorb that, and Pegasus finally gets a copy of Solemn Strike. His hand is absolute butt, guys. I mean, literally, it's 4 monsters and an E-Call, so what are you going to do here? He activates Resonator Call, summons the red Resonator. I think I might build this deck on stream, dude. Like, this deck is pretty good. Like, it's like secretly not that bad. He goes for the Soul Charge play. Obviously, we negate, and then we get baited too by the Raigeki, and I was like, bro, Raigeki is so strong. But I tell him, I'm like, man, uncontact. Even if we get, I told him, I was like, go ahead and negate the Soul Charge because we don't want them bringing back Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And I was like, even if they have Raigeki, it's okay because if you uncontact, then I can summon my ABC Dragon like on my next turn regardless. That's one of the big things that that's really good about ABC Dragon is even when it does get blown up by Raigeki, you can chain its effect, you can uncontact, you get your 3 monsters back, and then they can all like, basically, well, some of them can like trigger and whatnot, and then you can obviously just summon it back, you know what I mean? So like it's really not, you're not losing that much when it gets blown up by Raigeki. So I don't know why he added a C to his hand, but you see, because all my ABC cards went to the graveyard, I'm able to just summon it again. I'm able to banish his resonator, and then able to play that instant fusion, and then basically just GG. But man, you know, some people have actually said, like my tag partner, he actually says that he thinks Raigeki is too powerful. And I don't know, maybe he's right. This duel largely was decided by Raigekis on both sides of the field. It was just like who could recover off the Raigeki better was who won the match. And we were able to recover because Raigeki, again, doesn't really do that much to ABC. Like, I mean, you can use it to bait out a Cyber Dragon Infinity, and that's okay. But if you're Raigeking this card, unless you kill them that turn, you're not accomplishing much because they're just going to summon, like, they're just going to summon the ABC Dragon, like, next turn anyway. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was a little more on the competitive side. On my live streams, we do, you know, sometimes we fuck around with just complete dank, you know, terrible decks like low rated duels, and then sometimes we rev it up and we play like competitive stuff. So there's a good mix of each. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and do that too. Thank you guys for watching as always.